everyone, it's Kimberly with Queen Anne Real Estate. I'm super excited to have my friend Ipsy here today. I've been begging her to teach me how to make some really easy, I hope, vegetarian Indian dishes, and she's here to do that for us today. We first met at the gym.
Yeah.
Remember those? I don't. And then she became a client very recently, which is a really lovely experience for me, and I hope so for you guys.
It was a fun experience for us.
Yeah.
Should I tell the story?
Yeah, sure.
So Kim comes over one of these days through COVID, and we were wearing masks, and we tried to have wine in our backyard. And Kim says, well, do you want to walk over with me? And we take our glasses of wine, walk over to the next street, and Kim shows us this house and tells us, well, what do you think?
I know.
You know, it had the perfect space for 4 people working from home.
Yeah.
2 people doing school from home, and it worked out fantastic.
It was such a great experience because I had the vision for you guys, and of course, wanted you to make the best decision for your family, and it just worked out so great.
Thank you.
It makes me really happy to see you in there.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
So what are we gonna make today?
Okay, so I don't cook that much. So when I have to cook something simple. So what I'm going to show you today is a roasted cauliflower with Indian spices, and then dal, which is really boiled lentils.
Okay, this is great. Just walk us through what we need here.
Yeah, so let's start with the dal first. This is called moong dal.
Okay.
But in an Indian store, they would also be labeled as split yellow dal.
Okay.
There are really 2 baseline spices. There is turmeric, which you guys call turmeric.
Yes, turmeric.
Okay. There's turmeric, and then there is cumin powder.
Okay.
If you have these 2, you can essentially take anything like chicken or fish and just add a little bit of that, and you will have something that tastes Indian.
Indian-ish, okay.
Indian-ish. So these are the 2 baseline spices. We like spicy food, so that's cayenne pepper. And then this is cumin seeds. When they roast, they really bring out the flavor. So I'm going to use this for the cauliflower, but you could also use this in dal. But if you used it in dal, you would probably want to fry this and then put that in the dal.
Okay, to release
To release you have to use this in a roasted form.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now tell us about what this interesting thing is.
Yes. So it's called mustard oil. I don't think you'll get it anywhere but an Indian store.
Okay.
I would probably drizzle mustard oil on cooked dal for a little flavor, or I would even do that on cauliflower. I love mustard oil on chicken, but I would actually drizzle it and then put it in the oven, because then that brings out this flavor a lot more.
Okay, let's get into it. Okay, so first you need a pan, right?
Yes. This is super simple. This is like, I'm back home late.
Yep.
And I don't know what to feed my boys. So what I'm gonna do is I do the tomatoes, because tomatoes add a little bit of the tart.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the tomatoes in there.
Okay.
And then this dal, I forgot to mention, I've been soaking it.
Okay.
The only reason for soaking it is because if you soak it for 30 minutes, an hour, it's going to significantly reduce your cooking time.
I see.
And then I just put that in there. And then you just put some salt. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I've got that, and now I added the salt, and now I'm gonna add a cup of water, bring it to a boil, and then simmer for 20 minutes.
Correct.
Okay, let's do that. Okay, so we've got the dal, we brought it to a boil, and I turned it down to simmer, and that'll be for about 20 minutes.
Yes, and you check on it.
And I'll check on it, stir on it.
Yeah.
So on an average weeknight, I would just get that started, and then I would move to the cauliflower.
Correct.
Okay, so I've got the oven on at 425.
425.
And then I'm going to do what?
Yes, so cauliflower, right? So what we're going to do here is give it an open face, like that.
Okay.
So the trick here is you want enough fat on it. Soren reminded me, he said, don't go easy on the olive oil.
Yes, okay.
Because it gets really dry. Yep, that's good.
Okay.
So the next thing we're going to do is add some turmeric on it. Okay, you can go less than that, more than that. This just adds more flavor.
Okay.
So next I'm doing cumin. Don't do too much of it. As you can notice, I'm just eyeballing it. So maybe like a couple sprinkles of it, that will do it for you.
Just coat it.
Just coat it, right? Same thing with cayenne pepper. Again, this one is per taste, because you don't want to do too much of that because it can be too spicy.
I mean, I like it. It's like a fall dish already just because of the colors.
Yeah. This is remember the cumin seeds?
Right.
So we're going to put that in there as well.
Okay.
I'm going to be generous with this.
Okay.
It would be nice if every cauliflower had like 2 or 3 cumin seeds
so that
on it.
you bite and there's a little crunch. Yeah, okay, I like that. I like that.
I'm also going to do the mustard oil,
Okay,
just to show you guys that, you know.
Just a little drizzle.
Yeah,
oh,
just
wow,
a little
that's
drizzle.
beautiful.
That's not too much.
Wow.
Now I'm going to use my hands.
Okay.
And because that way I know if there is enough oil or not.
Right.
If you didn't put enough oil,
yeah, you would.
It would be dry, right? So
right.
this is what you want to get to. Did we put salt? We did not put salt.
A little bit of salt.
Let's not forget the salt. Yep.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
The other trick to this is to make sure that there is enough room between them, because otherwise they won't
get enough air to roast or something. Yeah.
Yes. Now that it's all ready, we are going to put this in the oven for 25 minutes at 425.
Okay.
And we'll check in on it in 10 minutes.
Okay, great.
So the dal is ready. It's boiled. One thing we want to mention is when you're boiling the dal, the first thing that might surprise you is this foam.
Yeah, I noticed that. Okay,
Yeah.
so
you can do 2 things. You can just stir it back in because it's completely edible. But if you don't want it, if it doesn't appeal to you, you can actually spoon out just the foam and throw it.
But
away.
it's just the proteins
It is
coming
just-
off
yeah,
of the lentils.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so we took out a little bit,
Yeah,
but you
and then stirred the rest of it in,
Okay.
and we're ready.
Okay.
So I'm going to do 2 things here. So two spoons here, and we're going to garnish one with mustard oil,
Okay.
and the other one with ghee.
Mmm.
They're going to be different.
Wow, that is so beautiful.
I love the mustard oil.
That looks amazing.
And you can do whatever you want with it. So
Right.
everybody has their own little favorite way of eating this.
Okay.
So, and you can add more or less. It's hot.
Oh, you can
Mustard?
really taste that mustard oil.
You can put some more.
That is so surprising.
I love the mustard,
I
yep.
love that.
Yeah, it's got a little kick.
It's just got that little kick.
And you can put some black pepper in it. That's really all it is.
That is just so
So
awesome.
simple.
Okay, we got to get the cauliflower out.
Yes.
Let's get that out here.
Okay.
I mean, the colors already just say fall.
Yep.
All you do is just plate it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then do you add anything to this when you're done?
Yeah, so what I would like to know is, if the spices came out right, is the salt enough, and you add to it.
So just have a little taste.
Yeah, exactly. And I would do lime,
Okay.
and then some bits and pieces of cilantro, and that's it.
I mean, every time I think to myself, like, oh, it's hard to cook healthy. I mean,
Yeah,
you
this
can
is-
just call me and say, stop with those excuses.
Yes.
Wow, that's just so beautiful. Is it okay if I
Yeah,
I just have to taste it?
it's hard. Right?
It's an explosion of flavor. That was so delicious. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for sharing these awesome recipes.
Thank you.
I really, really appreciate it. For the full recipe, head on over to SeattleLuxeHomes.com. Try this. It's so delicious and it's perfect for going into fall. I say we take this over to your new home.
Let's do it.
And enjoy it with your family.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Thanks, Ipsy.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Kim.